In this box, I have quite possibly the best all-in-one indoor grow system. The VGrow from Vivosun. This innovative VGrow Smart Grow Box is really an all-in-one solution. It's perfect for the person who maybe doesn't have enough time. Maybe they don't have a whole bunch of space, and maybe they just want to grow a single plant. Well, the good news, this is made just for you, and it comes with everything that you're going to need to get your first grow up and going. Now, we'll crack open the box and I'll cover some more of the features. And like I said, this really is an all-in-one solution. So let's get cracking. Let's open this up and take a look at some of the features of the VGrow from Vivosun. This unit really is an all-in-one ecosystem. Air, light, temperature, humidity, and this comes with the Samsung LM301H Evo LEDs. You can control the spectrum based on what life stage your plants are in. It also is an odor-free environment. It has a fan and a carbon filter to scrub that dank out of the air. There's an internal and external circulation pattern that really promotes a good balance of air movement and disease and mold resistance. Now you can hand water from the top, you could use drip irrigation or their DWC. Best of all, a hassle-free setup and the intelligent remote control, which you really can control everything from your smart app or the front control panel, depends on your style. It's got the magnetic observation window, it looks sleek and clean. Now let's get it set up. All right, so one of the first things it says is easy setup. Now there's really two parts to the setup. There's the physical setup of the unit, and then there's the setup of the app. And I'm gonna take bets on which one will take me longer. But let's get this open. Let's check out what the physical details are. Everything is nice and neatly packed in here. We've got a couple cards, and of course we've got our Smart Grow Box user manual, always handy, and I will be taking a look through this. Again, this is probably going to help me set up the app, but this physical stuff, this is how we get the box set up. So we've got box A, which is our irrigation and our system base. We pull that out. We've got the skin underneath it. That's B. C, we've got the smart top cover, which is going to have the light and the fan, and you'll see, I'll show it all up. And then we've got our supply box over here and our accessories box. Bad ace. First things first, we'll start with A, the irrigation system base. We'll take that out of the box here, slide that on away. All right, so it's labeled pretty clear. It says front there. It's got B, B, A. Lets us know which legs to put where. But as you can see, this is kind of the wicking system, and I'm excitedly just tearing into this like it was a frickin' wrapped Christmas gift. Okay, with that off, we can now take a look in the reservoir, and these are kind of the strings of the wicking system. Your pot sits on top of it, and it brings it right up. But this is easy to lift off, and as you can see here, these are the strings that will hang down in the water and wick that moisture up if that's the route you want to go with your watering or feeding. But this is the reservoir, and we got a power cord and a little meter here. We'll figure out what that is here shortly. But this is the base. Let's get out those legs and let's continue getting this thing set up. And as I just mentioned, the base is labeled A and B for where to put the holes, and guess what? So are the poles, A and B. It couldn't get any simpler. All right, we'll put A into A. Snap in, boop, yay, nice and easy. Again, A into A. Snap in, boop, nice and easy. We got B, y'all. Would it be? Snap it in, that's what it is. Okay, they weren't lying about easy setup because this thing is almost there. Next up, we got C, our smart top cover, and this one was a little bit heavier than the other, so let's just slide this one out gently here. So this is the top of the unit, and as you can see here on the front, that's where the control screen will light up. But let's actually flip this over and take a look at what we have on the inside. So remove the foam, and cool, we've got our LED light here. It's got a protective film over it. Plants won't bump into it. Moisture splashing, that's going to be good. That will help prevent that. I see here we've got our USB ports. This is where we plug in our humidity probes, our temperature probes. So we'll get all of that stuff set up here. We've got a couple ventilations here, and this is our main fan area. As we lift this up, you can see here we've got the fans that are going to be exhausting the air from inside of here, and we've got the carbon filter right here, which actually you can take out. It's replaceable. So over time, as you grow that dank smelling, well, whatever you want to grow in here, you can replace the carbon filter if needed. But again, very simple, very easy, and this attaches on top of the poles we just did. So let's put it on. All right, because our tray in the bottom told us which way is front, and we know that this screen is going to be the front, we know which way this goes on. So let's just put this on the poles. And voila, there we go. All right, so the next step would be to put the skin on, but I'm actually going to skip that real quick because I'm going to attach my sensors in here and put them down there. And quite honestly, it's easier without the skin in the way. So here we've got our water sensor meter, and it's going to plug right into the top, and then I'm going to run it all the way to the bottom. Next up, we have the temperature and humidity monitor, and this one, again, pretty simple. It's going to attach to the spot up here, and then I'm going to run it out and attach it and hang it above the canopy. But let's get a close-up of that. So here we are in the area to attach our probes, and the first one I have up was our water probe. And as we can see from the water drop, that is the slot this one is going to plug into. And then the temperature probe too, it's going to go right next to it, and there's a little thermometer there, so you know that's the one that it should be going into. So let's get that plugged in as well. And we can attach this water sensor meter cord here. We'll just attach that right to the pole and run it down to the bottom. And we're going to take that water sensor here. We're going to put that into this hole, and there's a little ridge on here, so there'll be a little bit of give back to it. But if you just pop it in, boom, that's done. And remember, this thing was sitting down there with the power cord. This is your water meter. It has a little float, goes up and down with the highness and lowness of the water. I almost said tide because I live by the ocean, but this one, this just plugs right into there, and that's if you're using water down there. If you were top watering your pot from above, you really don't need to worry about that thing, or this thing for that matter. But that, if you are using this, is how you would put them in. All right, for my temperature probe, I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Again, that's the one with the shiny silver tip there. It's supposed to hang right above your canopy, and you'll get a good accurate reading of the temperature and the humidity. So if I just left it over here, it's just going to hang straight down in the corner. I could attach it to one of the walls, but then it's just still going to hang in the corner. I am actually going to use this piece here, which they provide for you, and I am going to stick that up here in that dead spot, in that middle part of the light, and then I'm going to run this through. And here, I'll show you. Let's just do it. Let's take the backing, sticky backing off of this. I'm going to that square middle section. Boom. I'll put that up there. I take my cord, I run it through here. I then grab this, run it through the other side, and I can tighten my cord right up there. So now my cord, this thing, is hanging right in the middle over the canopy where I would want it. We're almost there. Next up is we need to take this skin and get it wrapped around the VGrow box. So let's just open this up here. We've got the start of our zipper. This is a really nice material. It's nice and thick. It actually looks, you know, looks pretty cool. Much slicker than a just normal grow tent. I like that. As you can see here, they've clearly labeled which side up and which side down for you. I always recommend starting with the top zipper, but I just want to show you guys how this works and how simple it is. Again, it's like every other zipper you've operated in your life. You got this side, you got that side, you put it in, and then you just zip up your tent. Now you're probably noticing this extra zipper that goes up and down here. This strip here, that's the magnetic side. That actually attaches with this the magnetic side. But to completely seal this off and get it light proof, we're going to zip this up. It's going to overlay, and then boom, that takes care of any light leaks. And this one actually connects here at the top. So I'm just gonna get my zipper, bring it all the way up. You gotta find the right angle here. That's the tricky part for me trying to shoot the video and stay out of the light. But there you go. Zip it all the way down. Take this, you fold over for the magnet, and that thing is completely light proof. All right, before I plug this thing in, let's take a look at what was in those supply and accessory boxes. Let's move on to the contents of our supply box, box D. Let's open this up, and we've got our brick of cocoa core. Now, this is a compressed brick, so you're gonna have to do a few things as far as hydrating it, checking the pH. That's very important. But you know what? Thank you, Vivosun. I'm going to use the Westport Blend custom organic soil mix that I have created with KIS Organics. I know it's gonna work awesome for my plants. So that's still good to have though. And we've got nutrients here sold as a set. We've got a good A and B system. It's got the nutrient loads on the back here and your directions for application. Ooh, okay, so we've got the pot that you'll need to grow in. It's a 3-gallon pot. It's got little ringlets here so you can do some LST, tying stuff down. Very handy. Again, guys, this, like I said, it's an all-in-one kit. You've got your plant tags here. You've got some planting tools here and a cute little shovel. Oh my God, that's the cutest little shovel I've ever seen in my life. I just want to take it out and play. Oh, wow. Dude, little humidity domes for your seedlings, but it's not just like a cup that you get at freaking Dairy Queen. It's got the little vent hood right there. Oh, that is the dope. Okay, you can tell I'm easy to please. And then this, guys, this is a box of gloves, which comes in very handy. You know, let's just say you have allergens to a lot of things, maybe the soil, maybe the plants, anything. You want to keep your hands clean, it comes with the gloves for you to do that. So that is the contents of your supply box. And finally, in box E, we have our accessory box. And again, guys, this is so above and beyond what you're gonna find in any other kits. It's another reason why I say it is truly an all-in-one system. So, okay, big thing right here. This is invaluable. Now, it's easy to water the system, but even if you're doing the hand watering, having these measurements right here, it allows you to know exactly how much you gave the plant. You can gauge the plant's reaction. You can know if it was just right, too much, too little. So having a measuring cup is something I recommend to every single new grower. This kit comes with it already. This is super handy. Again, twist ties. This kind of helps you put your plant up, helps you support it. You pull it out, you stick it through there, click it down, boom, you got a twist tie of any custom length that you want to make. So that's a very handy tool. Let's get to this. Holy cow. Okay, so this even comes, this is beyond growing. This is for when you've harvested and you're trimming your buds. This is a pair of scissors for you to use. Wow. Okay, really covering everything. What's in the box? Oh geez, okay, so we've got a scrog net for inside. This will help us lay the plants down, keep it a certain height, good thickness, good weight, decent amount of stretch, and nice tight holes. I like that. This VGrow all-in-one system really has it all in one. Let's open this for the first time together. All right, this is a protective cloth, I'm assuming. Yep, I am right, and boop, boop, there's a clear window here. These are actually magnets and it lines up, so boom. It's kind of easy to close like that. But if you were trying to keep heat in or humidity in and you wanted to take a look at this, you have the option with this window. Now, of course, you're gonna want access inside of there too, so you can just close that right up, use the zipper here. This is exciting, guys. First time we've ever opened the VGrow. Boom! Access granted. The VGrow Smart Grow Box by Vivosun. We've got our base there. We've got our thermometer probe, temperature and humidity, and here we've got our water sensor meter going down into the base if we're going to use it. We'll decide. You'll see when I plant the first plant in here. Plant the first plant. Meh. Okay, one thing that I really freaking dig though is this like pictogram or this graph and this measuring tape that is on the wall here. Kind of shows you like, okay, that's where your root zone is. Goes up to 20 inches. Maybe put your trellis on. Then it suggests you top it. Hey, you should probably flower it now. Hey, maybe a little LST or lollipopping. And then, oh, if you reach the top, it's over height. But this is a really handy guide and a great visual reference for people to have in the grow box so they know when to flower their plant for the best results. Oh, I love this part. Oh, the satisfaction. Yes. 3, 2, 1, let's grow. All right, as you can tell by the flashing stuff on the screen, there's a few things I need to do and learn about the settings, as well as the good old Wi-Fi and getting it connected to my phone. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you for watching the unboxing and setup of the VGrow Smart Grow Box by Vivosun. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But pretty dang stoked off of this so far. I'm gonna get some plants started. You guys will see a grow journal. You'll see exactly how well I do in this. I can't wait to get started. But hey, check out chadwestport.com for gear and merch. You can keep it locked here on the Chad Westport YouTube channel. Find out how this grow goes. But until the next time, everybody, remember to party on.